Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about perms. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to perms and the three main ones really that you need to know while you're in school for State Board. Now, as of right now, there's two of the three perms that are State Board. However, we never know when State Board will switch it up. And these are the main ones that you want to focus on: permanent wave, soft curl perm, and virgin relaxer. Now I'm coming to you out of the Milady's textbook on pages 597 through 667, and this is chapter 20, chemical texture services. There's going to be some demos getting done of the virgin relaxer, of the permanent wave, and also soft curl perm. So all these things are going to be a part of the perm series. So let's get started. All right, the first perm we're going to talk about is the permanent wave. Now, a client that has straight hair and they want a permanent wave or permanent curls would get a permanent wave. The main chemical used in this product is ammonium thioglycolate. I'm going to say it again, ammonium thioglycolate. Now, there's two types of permanent waves. There's an acid and then there's an alkaline. And now in the other videos, when we're really getting in depth with each perm, I will break down to you the chemicals that are in the acid perm and also in the alkaline perms. So we'll get to that later. But an acid perm, you would decide to use that if your client has fine hair or color treated hair. An alkaline perm you would use if their hair is virgin, coarse hair. And this is the one where their hair is straight and you roll it and you put the chemicals, but we're not going over the steps right now. So that's that. Okay, so the second one we're going to talk about is soft curl perm. Now in the 80s, that was known as the Jerry curl. Not as popular as it was in the 80s and early 90s, and there's some movies you can check out with the example. And I have to tell you guys this, I actually had a Jerry curl when I was younger. My first soft curl perm, I was 13 years old, and that's because my hair was so thick and overly curly that I wanted those curl patterns to become more manageable. I liked my curls, but I wanted to be able to wear my hair down without it frizzing way out. So I got a soft curl perm. Now, remember, this chemical is still ammonium thioglycolate. The service is for clients who have overly curly hair and they want a more relaxed curl pattern. So this is a two-step process where you're using what's called the breakdown cream, which honestly, guys, not to confuse you, is a relaxer, but it's an ammonium thioglycolate relaxer. It comes in two strengths: one, regular; two, super. Regular is for fine to medium hair, possibly color treated, and then the super is always going to be for coarse virgin hair, meaning it really shouldn't have color on it if you're going to use super, because it can cause breakage. So once you break that overly curly pattern down and you get it straight, now it's smooth enough to roll around the rods that you're choosing, whatever size curl pattern that client wants. And therefore, when you're finished, because that procedure is going to be like you're doing a permanent wave, when you're finished, that curl pattern becomes a more relaxed curl. So just remember that. If you need to rewind this or get your pen and pads out so you can write this down, ammonium thioglycolate relaxers are not the same as sodium hydroxide. The third and last one that I want to focus on is your virgin relaxer using sodium hydroxide. Now that's what the chemical is. What type of client would get this service? A client with overly curly hair that wants a permanent straight pattern. So that means they don't want curls at all. But there's some things I'm going to tell you later when I break down about the virgin relaxer where it can get tricky, because I've had relaxers as well in my younger days too. So it comes in three strengths. You have mild, you have regular, and you have super. So always remember, mild is for fine hair, also possibly color treated. Not necessarily recommended, but still, you could get away with it. Regular, same thing, but more for medium hair. Fine to medium hair, also color treated. Not necessarily recommended, but you can do it. And then the last one is super. Now, super is for coarse virgin hair. Now, I have to tell you from my experience, I never really worked with super. Unless we were out of regular, we would water down the super with conditioner to bring that pH down to a regular relaxer. Now, this is just my own personal preference. I don't prefer to use super on any human being because sodium hydroxide is one of the strongest perms out there. And if you noticed on my note that I posted up, it says never ever mix with or never put sodium hydroxide on bleached hair or vice versa. Don't do highlights on hair that's been relaxed with sodium hydroxide. And we're going to get more into that later. And then you don't want to mix sodium hydroxide with ammonium thioglycolate. And if you saw my depilatory video, did you know, you would know why you don't mix these two chemicals, but we are going to go over it again. So that's just to get you guys' feet wet about perms and what we're going to be talking about in this series. I hope you guys stay tuned and really learn from these videos. If you need to have your textbook open with you, if you need to rewind the videos or get a pen and pad, as long as you guys are learning, then I greatly appreciate it. God bless you guys, and thank you so much really for your support and for watching my videos. So much more to come. Get in here, you wild buck.